Wilfredo Pareto, he considered society as a system. Society, when we consider this as a system, it tries to have some kind of balance, some kind of equilibrium with respect to different parts of this system. The system was analogous to, let's say, organic image of society, whereas the human organism has different parts, and these parts are part of the whole system. They are interdependent, and there is some kind of equilibrium. If there is any imbalance, then that disturbs the whole system. So a change in one, let us say, part leading to changes in the other parts. If we are looking at the society, then if we find that there is a change in one part, one structure of the society, it is going to have an effect on the other structures of the society. So there is some kind of interdependence in these structures. And when we talk about interdependence, we also look into some kind of balance, some kind of equilibrium. And that equilibrium might be dynamic kind of equilibrium. It's part, and it's a generic kind of thing. So maybe some change comes, then over time it comes back to some kind of equilibrium. This equilibrium might be different than the previous one, but it's not a disorganized kind of situation. It's more like throwing, let's say, stone in a pond of water. We find the ripples emerging out of it, and then later on, again, we find some kind of stability, some kind of equilibrium. So this theory also influenced the development of Parsons' theory of structure and functionalism. And there he talked about that the society is composed of different structures, and each structure performs a function. And if it doesn't perform a function, then that structure has no rationale for its existence. So for the whole structure, the different parts perform function. That's more like structural functional approach. So this equilibrium, or when we say different parts, different structures try to maintain some kind of equilibrium, so there could be a number of equilibriums which he called as equilibria, maybe as a plural. Now that equilibrium is dynamic. It's not a fixed kind of equilibrium. So a change is there, but then there is stability at a different level. So ultimate balance among social, political, economic systems, social, economic, political, family, religion. So there has to be organization in the society, and we cannot have the organization unless there is some kind of a balance, some kind of equilibrium. So this society, we see that there is an element of change, and that change comes, and then it moves to stability, and then further change comes, then it moves to stability. It's more like oscillating kind of thing, more like dynamic kind of equilibrium. So this change might be connected with the rise and fall of the elites. So one group of elites is in power. They try to run the system in their own way, and then they are replaced by another elite. They might like to run their system in a different way, and this is how we see that from one kind of arrangement, we might be moving another kind of arrangement, but this arrangement has to have some kind of balance for the smooth functioning of the society. So masses may have, let's say, maybe supporting the system, may have an attachment with the system, but this attachment is more of a sentimental kind of attachment rather than this attachment based on rationality. So that's where Plato also talked about theory of sentiments. So beliefs and sentiments are part of the system. So there are simultaneous changes in the interdependent parts of the society. If we are looking into the business or let's say liberalism, conservatism, distribution of power, whether it's a centralized or decentralized kind of thing, I think changes come in each part of the society, and these changes bring some kind of disruption in the beginning, but ultimately the system, the society moves on, and this moving of society is towards the progress. So the changes in one and the other, they synchronize with each other, and in the process of this synchronization, the whole society continuously functions and moves towards progress.